Self-esteem is something that comes up time and time again in therapy. It's something that often people feel that they struggle with, and self-esteem, by the definition of the word, so esteem is from Latin meaning to estimate. So when we're looking at self-esteem, it's our own estimation of ourselves. And often that could be something that isn't that helpful. So I'm a failure, I'm not good enough, I'm not attractive. And those sorts of thoughts or core beliefs or things that we have going around our head a lot are often indicative of low self-esteem. And often people come to therapists like, I want to improve my self-esteem, I want to feel amazing, I want to this, I want to that. But they have these thoughts and these beliefs holding them back. So I wanted to speak about just ways that you can improve your self-esteem. And sometimes it's a long journey. It's not something, unfortunately, that we can fix overnight. And believe me, if I could, I would. But it is something that takes work. It takes courage sometimes to really do the things that we have often been avoiding because we've told ourselves that we're not good enough. And when we look at that estimation of ourselves, because of low self-esteem, often we put things off because we feel that we can't do it, or we kind of feel that we would fail if we do it. One of the ways to get over this is to do the thing that we've been avoiding. And this can feel really, really scary. But sometimes doing the biggest thing and the things that we're avoiding, the thing that seems most threatening first, can make the other things seem a lot less challenging. And that can be really, really powerful, to know the thing that we've been avoiding, that we've been telling ourselves that we can't do, that we can do. So that's a way that we can improve how we feel about ourselves and that estimation. And also, because of that estimation, we would often be quite critical of ourselves, or tell us that we're rubbish at things, we can't do things. So find what you're good at and do it a lot. Do it regularly. Do it regularly enough that it reminds you that you're good at something. And that will then help to improve your self-esteem and how you feel about yourself, because you'd remind yourself, oh yeah, well, I did that quite good, so why can't I do that just as well? So those two behavioural changes are things that can be really helpful. And if you're lucky enough to have a support system around you, use it. Ask them for support. Speak to them about your worries and your concerns, because when we keep our concerns and our worries in our head, they get bigger. But if we talk about them and share them to people that we trust and feel comfortable with, it could be professionals, it could be friends, it could be family, just someone that you feel comfortable to share your concerns with, you'll hopefully then be able to get support from them, which will empower you. And often when we tell people that we're making changes, ask them to check in on you, ask them to check in how you're doing, because when we're accountable to people, we are more likely to maintain what we wanted to change or what we wanted to do. And I've touched on it in a few of my other videos, but with self-esteem, it's that inner critic, that thought in our head that makes it really difficult. So be aware of what you're thinking, write down your negative thoughts, challenge your negative thoughts with some of the thought challenging stuff that I've mentioned on some of the other videos. And really know what's going through our head, because when we know what's going through our head, we're going to be more likely to manage it, challenge it, and change it. And in doing that, then we will start again to feel happier, to feel better about ourselves, which will start to increase our self-esteem. So they're just a few ways which I found useful in sessions with clients that have helped them to build their self-esteem, and I hope that they are techniques that you would be able to use yourself also.